Hey, kindness starts here. This is they been wanting me to say the one about my name, but I don't see it. Instead of my normal one, but I got to start off with that because I don't know that one by heart yet. I mean this because I don't know that one by heart yet, but I will say it sometime in this reading. Yeah, so hey, kindness starts here. This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real with that trill to give you a thrill that is beauty filled with looks that can kill. Hey, welcome back to God's Kingdom of Tarot Show. Tarot Show. You better act like you know. What is that song? These bitches better quit playing with me. I don't know, but these bitches better quit playing with me. What is that song? Who is that by? Is that Cash Doll? I don't know. It's somebody, huh? But I like that song. Bitches better quit playing with me. I don't know about you, bitch. I don't know what they told you, bitches, but you quit playing with me. Staying in, okay? So somebody needs to take a rest. But yeah, so there are handlers, y'all. A lot of us, a lot of y'all. I'm trying to include myself because I don't want to appear above you guys, you know. But a lot of us, men and women, you know, we've been in relationship with handlers. You know, people were promising others, you know, simply put, you know, if you don't want to believe in the conspiracy part of it, you know, simply put, people were dating people that promised others things based on results in your life, whatever those results were, all the way up to death. Up to death. You see, I said up and not down. Up to death. Because that was a better option. Thank you for this, the rain it down on me, with the hearts and the laughing faces and the hundreds and the confettis. I love it. The surprise faces. I love it. Rain down on me, rain down on me, happy faces. Because I'm happy. Thank you so much for the first like bonus blessings. Is that you in the chat? Okay, let me do my settings. I'm sorry if it affects you. But yeah, so simply put, these handlers, if you don't want to believe in the conspiracy part of it, most people were dating people who had promised others things that come from you that would be sucked from you, based on results in your life, whatever those results may be, all the way up to death. I saw 24 people, now 11. Okay, I have to call it out because they do stupid shit like that. But yeah, simply put, if you don't want to believe in the conspiracy part of it, cold servant, they did some shit. Detached, unresponsive, aloof, uncommunicative. So this is giving me future energy. This is how you should feel or are gonna feel. Don't feel bad about feeling this way, because motherfuckers make you feel like you gotta pay to do things separate from them. You gotta pay to be detached from them. You gotta pay to be unresponsive to them. You gotta pay to be aloof to them. You have to pay just because it's not something they wanted. But yeah, so yeah, so you stole my thought. Okay, sometimes God be stealing my thought. Okay, young love in reverse. It's puppy love. Bark on, baby, bark on, bark on. You and me, that word that I be saying to you. It's A to C. Girl, I just be playing with you. You and me. See, it's just puppy love. Oh, in reverse. Okay, so young love. That was Bow Wow and Jagged Edge. Puppy love. Okay. Not a word that I be saying with you. Yeah, see, why could I be playing with you? Do me. See, it's just puppy love. Bark on, baby, bark on, bark on. Somebody's spirit guide could be an animal or someone a part of the canine family, especially wolves and coyotes. One day I saw a wolf strolling through the parking lot. Okay, he knew he was safe. And he knew this neighborhood. He was not like looking and sneaking or nothing. And it reminded me of like the nursery rhymes, how they say the wolf comes around sneaking and sneaks around. He ain't looking he ain't worried about what could happen. He ain't worried about nobody seeing him. He ain't worried about him seeing nobody. He was strolling through the park. He said, I can handle my own. Shout out to the 6 people. However long y'all choose to stay, I appreciate your time today. But yeah, so but it says crush, new person, playful connection. So this person, so this reversal could just mean, like this person had a crush on you in the past and they feel more confident and the history you guys had. Thank you for the second like. Bonus blessings to you too, because they've been stingy with the likes lately. So ooh, shout out to the 21 people. Okay, yeah, I gotta say this because they be messing up the numbers. They be messing up the numbers. The other night I got 80 people on 2 separate occasions spaced out, and I get off and it says 77 views. Like, damn, you ain't gonna count right? At least give me the 80. And it was more in addition to that. Like, now it's 9 people, you know? But it was at 24 or 21 and then 24. Yeah, and stuff like that. But at least y'all learn how to do math. Do your math. Get your math right, all right? At least give me that, all right? Make it look believable. Damn, all right? Yeah, so this person is now confident in being able to approach you. Okay. Fast lane is also giving me, in the past, they had a hard time committing. There was so much competition, or they felt like you had so much competition they would have to face, men and women. Okay. They like, damn, I got to beat off the bitches too. Damn, I got to beat off the niggas too. Damn. Okay. I gotta watch out for these motherfuckers. Like it's a new enemy. Some of them turned into ally. I almost said ally. Okay. But it says short term competition, quick fling, transitional. Like I'm not gonna be here for long. I'm here fishing, basically. They over here fishing in the fucking pond of fish, okay? And they literally smell like fish. You tired of smelling that shit, huh? Tired of eating that shit, huh? I didn't mean the sexual way either. Like I'm talking about real eating, consuming fish. Okay, it's still funny. Pigs also mean victory. Okay, snorting. Okay, you can snore when you laugh as well. But yeah, so this person or these people were in, competition with you. Had you in a competition. I did a reading earlier. Okay, if y'all new here, welcome. I do try to make an effort to give y'all a message. I believe I'm speaking to and hearing from God. Okay, you don't have to, but this is the message. Okay, don't be shocked. All right, don't be shocked. I try to tell you, but yeah. So in the first reading, damn. In the first reading, I don't remember now. Okay, I remembered it. That's why I brought it up. Okay, what was it? Oh yeah. They So, what did I say though? Oh, they be like, that's my blank. Well, whoever you are, especially friends. Friends came out at the top. That's my blank. That's my friend. You can't be her friend, or she can't be your friend too. And most of the time, it'd be the friends because like they're so far detached from them. They don't have no sentiment to them. Of intimacy to them. It's nothing to get rid of them. So a lot of their first bodies be that friend or a friend of yours or, someone's, but it doesn't stop there. It gets serious there. Okay. It starts there. It's almost like death do you guys apart. And then now at that point, you should be offended because they're so obsessed. They don't realize they're hurting you. They're not even enjoying the love that they have for you that comes to them from you. None of that. So the competition is sticking out to me because of that reading or because of, that type of concept. People see everybody as competition. Brothers, sisters, daughters, husbands, wives, counterparts, however they identify, spouses. And like, I'm the only one. I should be the last man standing. I should be the last woman standing. Thank you for the third like. And then so now these people are end up getting in the territory where they hurt you. And that's what we're here now. Why I basically feel like you got to pay actual money to do things separate from others. You're trying to detach. And then now they're offending you because they're following you. They're chasing you. But they ain't even focused on the shit that they're putting themselves in. They could be over there with you, but they don't take the opportunity to do so. And so now you don't even want to be bothered with them. You don't even want they stinking shit tunnel smelling ass touching you. In case a bum try to touch me, ew. Okay? Them the bums, okay? I'd rather see the fucking ones on the street then. Compared to you ugly motherfuckers. You guys start turning ugly. The shit start getting ugly. See? It gets serious there. Nobody wants y'all around us. You got a cloud of fart. You got a cloud of unexplainable gas. Fucking stinking up any air that you fucking touch. So get your fucking air away from my air then. Okay? I don't want to touch the air you fucking breathing in. Get the fuck away from me. And that's where we should be. And without no fucking compassion, no fucking regret, no nothing. No guilt. Nothing. I couldn't even think of the word guilt. Because somebody about to be guilty. They didn't think they would ever be guilty. I did a reading in the past, like a few months ago probably. That said, they didn't think this gift would exist to expose them in this murder or something like that. Catch them in this murder. Many murders. Many men have death upon them. It was blood in the eyes and they couldn't see. Yeah. All they was seeing is red. Because all they thought to do is kill. Only solution they had was to kill. They ain't no Orisha. That's Orisha shit. And they don't like people trying to bang they set without being initiated. Without being even invited. You got to be invited first. You bitches try to show up. I was watching this short from the show Girlfriends. And Maya was dating a new man who was he was some type of baseball he was a baseball player, right? I don't know, some type of athlete, okay? And she would take her friends with her on these fucking dates, or when he would invite her out, she would take these friends with her. And that is my pet peeve. It's like, damn, you can't enjoy the person you're dating at least. And I see if it was some kids. And even that's like iffy. It's just like, okay, well, there's gonna be times you don't even want to be around kids, right? But not because you don't like your kids, not because you hate them, but because you want to enjoy something that does not require that you accommodate your kid. Not on purpose, but this thing you're really interested in doing, whether it's just dating him without all the invitations. But this thing you're interested in doing, and you can't, the only thing that's stopping you is because you're a child. You're interested, okay? So now you're working towards a solution and thinking of a solution. So the child wouldn't even be a burden, if you want to call it that. I say that loosely as hell, okay? Because I never think of my child as a burden, okay? Because I am one of them motherfuckers who would make it work. But, if there's an opportunity for me, if he has options for that, and I trust those options, yes. See, now this even removes guilt away from me, from leaving my child, for doing something I'm actually interested in. Not doing things that, I got to be interested in case my child has to go. That's different. But these bitches voluntarily bring in their whole adult friends who don't need a babysitter or a nanny or whatever. And then expect the man to always be down with that. And then some men are just polite as hell and they don't like confrontation at all. They're fucking passive aggressive. They'll get you back, though. They're going to get your ass back. So I rather address a confrontationally, I don't know, whatever it means when it's prone. Okay, yeah, confrontationally prone situation ahead of time, so it won't even become a situation to confront. But these bitches be just trying and pushing the envelope and shit. Like, and then so in this short, so Maya, the first date, she brought, I think, one or two friends. I don't think she brought the whole crew. And then so the second date, she thought she was having, first of all, she wasn't invited. Second of all, she didn't know about it, or she knew about it and then came uninvited. It was very intrusive. Okay, that's without considering the friends. Okay, so this is why the friends make it worse, because it's like she's already out of line of her own decorum, her own demeanor, her own, sophistication, whatever. Okay, I'm thinking of like words that, make them be the mature woman they supposed to be, that this guy is trying to potentially, what's it called? Scout. Okay. I'm talking about athlete terms because I guess because he's an athlete, but athletes could be in my energy too. But but yeah, um, so the first time a few friends came and he ordered them a limo. He wasn't even there when they were driving in a limo. So it's just like, damn, just why don't you enjoy the thing or enjoy it separately? But he's buying it for you, basically. But anyway, so the second date, she shows up at this club where he's having a party, and they didn't invite anyone. Like, they were dating, like just to keep it all on the same playing field. He even said it was like no girlfriends, boyfriends, wives, or nothing are in here. And then they saw some girls there, and then they had already come, or they were already in the club, but they were invited. You see why it didn't even have to get to the girlfriends yet, because they were invited. So why you even worrying about them? That's what some of these bitches be doing, and they be wondering why they get to do it separate from them. And if so, you got to pay them some money, basically money, or something. You got to pay them some type of barter. Even the explanation is barter. Money is energy. I don't got to tell you nothing. And he said, I didn't bring them, but either way it go, it don't matter if he brought them or not. You weren't invited. And then you bring all four of your girlfriends, or three, or whatever, how many is it? You brought all your girlfriends. And then you must have thought if they were already there, it would be hard for him to say no. See, they be betting on people like that, because a lot of people are like that. But that don't mean you take advantage of it. I hate when people see somebody, that's basically a disability, or disorder, like is a disorder in flow of what you really want. And in order to keep the peace, you sacrifice what you really want. And that's what some of these people we've dated been doing, these handlers. See, it all ties back. You sacrifice something. See the results of whatever comes from you, whatever come out of you. So you not saying nothing about the friends coming, and so now you incurring charges for the friends. That is like that's what your sacrifice produced. Your results promised to someone else. So I'm like, why would you even bring them without him even knowing you gonna come? And and then why are they here? Like, why wasn't it like, oh, I'll call you just in case they say come on through? Like, yeah. So that's what I saw, and so hopefully that helps somebody. But anyway, that probably was relevant for someone. And then I saw this other short today, and normally I don't tell y'all about the shorts until it's been some time, or like, unless it's just really needed, for me to tell y'all. I'm like that with my own life, like I don't really tell people what's going on until after it's happened and it's removed. It's like my equivalent of like, oh, he down the street already, or she down the street already. She went in the house, she's asleep. Just leave him alone, because a lot of people do what I was saying in the first video, for the love of me, and I'm flattered. But sometimes it gets ugly. Not everybody, but sometimes it does get ugly. And most of the time than not. So I know, like, sometimes when I tell people things, they'll end up, going rogue on my ass. Well, not on me, but, like, for me, on behalf of me. And I wasn't even just telling them because I wanted them to do something, or, like, even with God, like, God sees it, as it's happening. But, like, God doesn't see my reaction to it until it's happening as well. Because sometimes what God plans or thinks I'm gonna do, I end up doing the opposite, and it makes God even think of it in another way. Like, oh, I like what you did. I see what you did. Like, I caught it. Paying attention. I did a reading about that not too long ago. Paying attention is the most important thing in the world. I even did a reading about God saying, like, oh, so what was you saying about, like that stuff? What were you suggesting again? Because you had a more peaceful resolution. And because God is willing to go to bat for you, not play about you, as y'all would say, right? Go to bat for you, God don't think. So God's been doing a lot of that no thinking, distribution of karma. Now God is like walking in blood everywhere. See, seeing nothing but blood. Figuratively, literally, all that. And now it's like, oh, I think what you were saying the first time, it didn't end like this, huh? No, it don't. Not even some of this would be here if you even implemented some of what I said. So I know that type of impulse that happens in spirit, God, however you want to look at it, but I believe it's God. Like, God is just 0 to 100 real quick. Like, no game, no in between. And I try to ride in between because I understand what 0 to 100 does to people, with me, all that type of stuff, from people to me. I know what that does. When you think, when you speak without thinking, all that, and that's why I try to be forgiving, because I understand people have that impulse. In the moment, that's all you see is red blood, all of that. That's all you see. So you're basing your reactions on that. And you see how much that avoids reactive abuse? Like, oh, I'm gonna give you the space to do what you need to do, or, like to, it's giving me like knee-jerk reactions, or, act out. It is like if somebody gets shocked, like, you're not supposed to touch them, right? If somebody get electrocuted, you're not supposed to touch them because that could come on to you. So what I do figuratively is just step back and let them act out whatever they wanted to do, and then wait for their invitation, or wait for them to ask, because sometimes they don't even get to the point where they ask. Electrocution probably fucked them up, but when we talk about God, that can't happen. So it's just like, God could just let things settle, let the dust settle, and then be like, oh, that's what you meant? Yeah. It's like when men don't like to read the instructions to stuff, when things would be so much easier and probably faster if they read the instructions. But they rather do how they think it should be done first. And so I give them space to do that. And I'm welcoming you with open arms when you decide to come over here. But you see, I don't even want, like, even if it's for me, I don't want that energy, because the energy is real, y'all, and it's just like, I don't want that energy. So if you're going to do that, do it, like, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to, try to hold you down, hold you back from doing it, tie you down. None about that. But do what you want to do, because I don't want you to ever feel like you have to blame me for that part of it. I'm so confident in what my solution is that, I can give you guaranteed results, or I would rather be blamed for my solution than to be trying to be in your problem and trying to stop your problem or the problem. Okay. at the time, just stop the problem from creating. And I'll be wanting to, but it's not safe. It's not safe, you know, like whether I'm talking figuratively or literally, it's not safe. So sorry, but yeah, so I saw this other short. I saw this other short today, and the caption was like, I got stood up on a date. I was supposed to go on a date, or whatever. So I'm watching the video, and sometimes, you know, like, well, all the time, I respect my time. I value my time. You know, that's probably why I deal with energy like this. But yeah, so I'm like, because normally if I see how dumb a person could be, I would just click off. But this time I was like, you know what? This is worth spending my time right now. Even though I know it's dumb, you know, like, but I got some time to use on some dumb shit right now, you know? So like he gets stood up on a day, but okay. So what happens is, so he's getting ready for he asked the girl on a date. I guess they matched on, what was it called? Kinder? I don't know. I'm not on that stuff. But yeah, so only thing I'm on is the things that I was trying to work on, you know, like I'm not on there today. Okay. So, um, you know, like, so they got a match on this site, and they scheduled a date with each other. And then I think a few hours or a few days or a day before the date, the girl unmatched him on Tinder. Okay. So right there, to me, I wanted to click off if you thought any other hope was there, because she already unmatched you after making a schedule. Okay. So now you're uninvited or whatever. Or you don't have to look at it as uninvited. Now this date doesn't exist, okay? The appointment has been canceled, all right? So he says, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready for this date, and, you know, because what if she changes her mind and shows up, and I don't want to be looked at as a person who doesn't keep their word. I'm trying to keep my word. And then so the reason why I was willing to spend the time on some dumb results because of this part. Because like, okay, now I see hope not with the woman, okay? But because he's trying to overcome, you know, possibly because he ended up saying like, yeah, I like my outfit and something like that, you know, overcome, you know, only probably getting dressed if you have somewhere to go, or, you know, only wanting to look good if you have somewhere to go, and not wanting to look good just for the sake of it. So I'm like, maybe he's overcoming this. So I continue to watch and restore hope. And I was like, ooh, what if he ends up, you know, like, what if this ends up, he gets his own taco, you know, because uh, that's my pet peeve of people. Like, people cannot be by themselves sometimes, you know, or want others to be by themselves, see separately, you know, like they always got to have somebody eating with them. I always have. So I thought, you know, it was going to possibly end as a video that said he still goes to the place and get the taco, at least gets a taco and eats with himself, you know, like, and stuff like that. So he goes to the place, and he brought board games to this date, you know, like, and it's like this conversational deck he had, and, you know, and he bought a book to read to wait for his date. So at 10 minutes in, he's like, she's 10 minutes late. So I'm like, oh, he's walking in delusion. Oh, he's serious. He's really serious. He has hope that she's coming, because like I said, once she unmatched on Tinder, like, she don't exist to him no more, or he don't exist to her no more, okay? But, you know, he had hope in other aspects, so I was having hope for him too. So, and then so he's reading his Harry Potter book, and, you know, waiting on her, and he waited a good minute for her to not show up, or to accept that she was not going to show up. So I was like, okay, so go get a taco or something, you know, like, go get a taco or eat, you know, like, you came to eat anyway, you know, like, and so he didn't go get a taco. He ends up, you know, going to sit on the park, which I think would make a person more miserable, you know, because you didn't come there for the park. You didn't, I don't know, but, well, no, I do know, but, you know, you didn't come there for the park. So now you're going to wallow in your misery, you know, like, I'm more like, you know, get up, don't let them see you sweat, but not really like hiding your emotions, but like really, you know, working through them, and not seeping so much into delusion. I'm like, he's really playing in the field of delusion. Like, I know you don't still think this girl is coming, and I know you didn't really come all the way up in here just for the sake of her coming. And then I like that he went to somewhere else, but it's just like, you didn't have to go there, honestly, because it was gonna, the energy is still there. See, you know, the energy is still there. You're gonna probably wallow in misery. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, that's what I felt about the short as well. And I didn't even want to. I felt like that because like I already knew it was a dumb result. But you know, like I didn't even feel like reading the comments. You know, like to see what others are saying because like I didn't care. Like I didn't care because sometimes I'll get disappointed at that. You know, like everybody's not seeing. I'm like, why don't you see this? You know, encouraging them when they shouldn't be encouraged. You know, thinking they the victim when they shouldn't be the victim. Like when I saw this lady and her son, you know, on the short where the lady was showing us what her 12-year-old son had done when she took his phone. And I had a different perspective about that, even with the Russell Simmons and Kamora Lee Simmons and their daughter, you know, Ayoka, I think. But yeah, I like that name too. But yeah, so I was just like, when I see these stories and stuff like that, and I see how most people are focusing on a certain thing, I'd be like, why don't you see that? Like, is this really how you function in life? You know, like why are you functioning like this? Why are you utilizing your time like this? Okay. But somebody could want to be saying it like that, or you know, like could want to get out of that type of cycle and don't know how. And I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you at all. You get exempt as long as you need it then, okay? But you're not willfully running in the field of Delulu. Like wanting to get out of it but can't, you know, you're helpless. That's different than Delulu, okay? Like that's a word to me, okay? I really think it's a word, but yeah, but delusion. I'd rather you be in, you know, helpless situations, or I'd rather, you know, you have an impact on your life or a disorder develops in flow of whatever that is because you're helpless in the situation. But motherfuckers be willingly participating in this and don't see anything wrong with it, and then try to gather sympathy from different channels and different aspects. And I'm like, I don't even know why you got us having eyes on you, because I see all the skeletons in your closet and they're not good. And you know, and I wouldn't see it if you didn't try to do this. Like you try to throw somebody in the fire and then it starts showing, like the fire starts shedding light on your motherfucking ass, projections on your ass, like showing me everything, you know, like, but not really, not literally, but figuratively. That's how it feels to me. But I could just be like that because I really value my time. Like I'll tell you, don't waste my time in a minute. Like in the name of every slide. Okay, sometimes because I feel like my slides are worth like so much. Like they worth money. All right. So if I let you slide, okay, and I let you slide many times, ooh, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Okay. And you know it. And I would know when you know it. PD Pablo could be significant. Terrence Howard. But I was thinking about that song Snitch Bitch by PD Pablo and Terrence Howard from the show Empire. But yeah, you know. But yeah, so in the name of every slide. So sometimes I'll give people many slides that are worth many things, okay? But sometimes you are only allotted one slide, because probably that one slide was worth every slide that I could have gave anybody else. So you wasted my time. I could have been, or you wasted my resources. So you're going to pay for that, okay? I'm itemizing this shit, okay? But yeah, so in the name of every slide, because some people are wondering, you know, like why you let such and such get away with so much and then didn't let such and such get away with this. Or you could be wondering, like, why did I let such and such get away with so much, but I wouldn't let such and such do this at all? It's because the whatever such and such did, it was worth way more than all those other things. All those other things you had, you found hope. You were restoring hope in every situation, like hopping from a lily pad to another. That's how true forgiveness works. But a lot of people can't even hop on lily pads. That's why they probably only get one slide. And you'll wonder, or they will wonder, what did I do to them so badly? Nah, bitch. Okay. You did a lot. Okay. Already. If it was only one time, it was already a lot. There was this time this girl kept talking shit to me. Okay. Kept talking shit to me. And then she would talk shit to me in front of people. But wouldn't dare say some shit like that when we on our own. Because I keep my shit in containment when it comes to that type of stuff. Like, I don't be trying to show out in front of other people. Like, I'll pull your ass to the side after. I don't be trying to show out, though, because when I do have to make a spectacle, they go directly to that. Oh, she was just showing out, or you trying to show out. Or they say that about other people. Probably said that about someone to you as well. But they told me that before too. But, like, that's not it. In the name of every slide, that first slide, or that spectacle right there, you don't get another spectacle. You don't get a pull to the side. You don't get to hop to the side. You don't get to slide to the side. You don't get to go to the side, okay? You don't get to slide to the left, slide to the right. No, you're going to slide to your ass to the right, if anything. Or whatever the slide, the opposite side of the slide, okay? Or the left, okay? But yeah, you're going to slide your ass to the left. But most of the time, you don't get to go backwards. Yeah, I was about to step on somebody's bunions. You don't want me to tell that story, huh? So she was talking shit to me, and then I was sitting by myself, and she was upstairs talking to the neighbors upstairs, and then I was thinking, no, so when I was downstairs and she was upstairs, she ended up throwing up over the balcony. So, and then that I'll let you slide then too, because I'll consider that. I don't want you to think that I beat you up because you was out of your mind, and like I caught you slipping. Nah. It's gonna be fair, okay? There's gonna be a clear-cut win, okay? Without a knife, without a sharp object, okay? And so she throws up, and then she's like, I threw up, and another shit she's talking to me. I ain't even say nothing. I just was trying to see it wasn't throw up, and then who it came from. But I kind of knew who it came from. But like, I was just looking at what was it, throw up, or was it somebody pouring liquor off the balcony? I didn't care either way. So she talking shit. Another slide, okay? So I'm down there contemplating this shit. But I was really choked up on the shit that she said in front of other people. I was like, I don't know who she thinks she talking to, Yeah, the bitch got me fucked up. Who the fuck you talking to? Now, for real, I didn't even think about my song then. But yeah, so, yeah, my song says that. Okay, all the way fucked up. But yeah, so I was like, who's she talking to? And I was like, does she think I'm a punk? Does she really think I'm a punk? And I don't be trying to be a person who's trying to prove that I'm not a punk to every fucking body, because some people don't even deserve that, okay? You don't even deserve my ass whooping, all right? You don't deserve for me to touch you. But yeah, so so I'm thinking about it. I was like, I need to say something to her. And again, well, she was upstairs with the neighbors, but she was outside by herself. Nobody else was outside. So this is me pulling her to the side by herself. Not really, though. I was like, you know what? Bring your ass down here. Just like that. I was like, bring your ass down here. I'm tired of you talking shit to me. And then she starts storming, basically running like she was about to, come and try to check me. I'm like, oh. I was like, don't run up. You're going to get done up. No, first I said, you better think. Well, she was running and she started slowing down, looking at me. Like in surprise, like nobody's ever done that. I said, you better think. As you walking, you better think. As you coming down here, you better think. And then she's coming down the stairs, like 4-4 coming down the stairs. I was like, if you run up, you're going to get done up. Said it just like that. We used to say that when we were younger too, but I never had to even say it, like as an adult or nothing like that. I was like, but that was, I was willing to do that. Because people do that to me. They'll disrespect me, said worse than I said. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck what I say to you. You better do it. Because you already did things. You're already guilty of shit. And I try to remain in respect. But when you continue to disrespect me with no regard to the slide, and you know that I'm letting you slide, you know it. I've seen her pull knives out on men in front of me. So I was like, I can't let this bitch run too far rampant. Okay? When she pulled out that knife, I was like, oh, she the queen of swords. An air sign could be very important. So she didn't run up. She didn't. she calmed her tone down and everything. But yeah, so and I wasn't gonna even tell that because like I really don't like to make it look like I'm even a bully. I don't even like to look like I even did nothing because I don't like to do nothing to people. But sometimes you gotta be like, shoe fly, don't bother me. You gotta show them that you're willing to go to their level as well because you're tired of not going to their level and they're not seeing that they're hurting you. Did a reading about that not too long ago. It could have been yesterday. How you wouldn't want to see them hurt. So why would they even think about seeing you hurt or something like that? Hurting you or whatever. A lot of us have this heart, or all of us do have this heart. How about that? And you just abusing it. You're not just hurting others, you're hurting yourself by hurting your heart. But yeah, so hope y'all enjoy my stories and, it did something for somebody if it needed to. Bad intention. And it's in reverse and the girl got a fucking pick in her hand. Holding a sharp object. Wow. Betrayal, lies, harmful, warning, vengefulness. In reverse. Yeah. And bitches got a nerve to be like, I ain't got over that. Like, yeah, well, I did. All right. And not for the sake of you. Not even for the sake of, like just accepting that you ain't going to apologize either. Because I just don't want to be bothered with your stinking ass cloudish bullshit. Okay. My baby talks like that. Hi, baby. Sometimes he tunes in telepathically. He be talking like bullshit, 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 bullshit. Okay. Toys. Okay. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Whatever. He gets to the point. All right. But they'll talk about my son. I've talked about my son. There's something wrong with him because he's spotting out your bullshit, 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 bullshit. Okay? There's nothing wrong with your bullshit. It stank. Okay? Caroline. Dun, 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 dun. She's mighty fine, but only got her somewhere half the time. And the other time, it got her ass cussed out, coming up short. And it's like, even though you need a golden calculator to divide, times to look inside and realize that real guys go from real down to girls. Yeah, I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean a little closer, see. Roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. Yeah, roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. Oh, yeah. I met her at a party. Outcast, okay? Roses. But yeah, and he said, what did he say? I hope you fuck around and crash into a ditch. Just playing. You need a golden calculator to divide, to look inside and realize that real guys go from down to us girls. Yeah, I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean a little closer, see. Roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. Yeah, roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. You ain't that fine anyway. Stupid ass bitch. Crazy bitch. And crazy bitch. You stupid ass bitch. He say something like that at the end. Yeah, but yeah, somebody name could be Caroline, but that gives me like that Jigglypuff look. Like they be beautiful on the outside, pretty sometimes, taken care of and stuff, but so ugly on the inside. And he said, I know you like to think your shit don't stink. They walking around with that cloud of shit, that smelling shit smelling cloud, and then try to be all up in your space. And he said, being fine only got you somewhere half the time, but the other time it had you coming up short, down bad, cussed out, all that type of shit. Yeah, motherfuckers get tired of dealing with your shit. And then sometimes in the name of every slide, they did it because of how beautiful you are, or whatever that beauty is. And y'all start fucking manipulating that shit. Y'all start taking a kindness and forgiveness for weakness and shit. The name of every slide for weakness. You don't get to slide no more then. You stay right there, motherfucker. And we will leave. Have this to yourself. Wedding in reverse. So somebody thought they was about to come. Oh yeah, they was about to come and mess with somebody's wedding. They've been trying to destroy this wedding. Somebody was doing something behind the scenes. I keep getting like a catering business, or or vendors, but especially caterers. And it says shady business as I'm saying that. Shady business. Wow. Or some businesses weren't true, but somebody who was close to you invited to the wedding or something, promised someone something based on the results of your wedding, based on whether they accepted even your bid, especially if you had different people bidding on certain things and shit like that. They was promising shit, but they just invited as a guest. They just a guest, and they making moves and shit. Not sharing in reverse. Yeah, so they was being very generous with your shit, okay? And they was quick. And they was also possessive, That's what I was saying in the first reading, okay? But divine timing, intervention, impatience, bad timing at the right time. Somebody even got married at the wrong time with someone as well. Or this is what they were saying. These people you invited to your wedding, an intimate part, one who a part of your life where you believe you are in the presence of God. You invite them to your wedding and they talking shit before and after. Motherfuckers are fucked up. Repairs, and yeah, it's unforgivable. That some of this shit is unforgivable. No more slides for you. No more slides. Okay, opposites. Yeah, incompatible. Yeah, clashing. Okay, clash that ass, crashing to a fucking pole. One morning I was driving, and a girl just ran into the pole, like on purpose, and she got out all mad, like she really accomplished something. So she probably wanted to ruin the car, especially if it wasn't hers. She ran into the pole. And I kept minding my motherfucking business. Because bitches like that hope to gather sympathy. But I saw her face as soon as she got out the car. And motherfuckers was stopping. And she was looking like, you know, like she needed help or something. Nah, I saw your fucking face as soon as you got out the car. And I kept driving. This is not the only accident I witnessed right in front of me. And see exactly how they come out and all this type of stuff. It's giving y'all answers to stuff. What people really did. Especially if it's that Satan-looking motherfucker. That Satan-looking motherfucker that, you know, had the ponytail with the fine texture hair. They always got a slick back, and most of the time it be longer than the woman's. And most of them niggas, they think they look better than the woman. Had a nigga try to clown me because my hair got shrinkage is real in my hair. But how long his hair really was, if my hair is straightened, it was pretty close to it. And close enough for you to not even think about saying that to me. And I wasn't going to even say nothing about it because I know a lot of people say things to me to try to lower my self-esteem about myself, or think because I don't have nobody, or a lot of people, I fall out with so many people, you know, some could be wrong with me and I could use a little pity. Nah, I don't need no type of pity. But at the end of knowing this motherfucker, you know, I was able to bag on his ass, embarrass the fuck out of him. Walked out the door silently like a motherfucker. Because motherfuckers who always got something in their closet, they got a nerve to be trying to talk about the next person. In their face, behind their back, all that shit. I emasculated his ass and I was proud of it. Over there wearing people's clothes and shoes and shit. Drawers even. Got a nerve to say something about compare my hair to yours. And then he had this baby mama who's a fucking straight chicken head. And a total opposite complexion of him. Because they be Satan, they be thinking they look better than everybody. So they think they could go around and treating everybody like anything. But sometimes it be the opposite way in those type of relationships with Satan. The woman walk around treating the man like anything, and then he go be passive aggressive and cheat on her ass. And especially these Rasputia looking bitches, okay? From the movie Norbit. You want to see a fat bitch slide? You want to see a fine bitch slide down the slide? Okay? You about to see a fat bitch slide down the slide. In the name of every slide, see? He was watching the skinny girl slide down. And he had a wife. But yeah, so it said incompatible, clashing, contradictory, at odds, opposite. Like none of y'all was anybody's cup of tea. Did a reading about that not too long ago. Y'all would never be able to be around each other again because y'all don't be forgiving each other. Y'all be low-key being passive-aggressive. You might as well leave this motherfucker. Yeah, so some people are in those relationships with Satan, and I wouldn't be surprised if these car accidents involve somebody that look like Satan. That's Satan, okay? And you know, a confirmation of it being Satan, the bitch would think you want her man. No matter if he belongs to her already or not. I feel like even some of these bitches, it wasn't even they man to be mad at you about. They were supposed to be friends with benefits and shit. And they over there like claiming them, being territorial over them, venging out against people for him. Elegance. This is what I was looking for earlier. Like elegance or remaining when I was thinking of a word. But sophisticated is here. Graceful, dignity, classy. Okay, elegant. Okay, so you know, like yeah, they was hating on you because your wedding is gonna be elegant. If you didn't have one, or you know you didn't get to be blessed with, you know, the one you really wanted, because some of y'all or us, well no, some of y'all, okay, because I am happily never married. Okay, I am happy to say that, all right? You know, in this lifetime, I have not been married as of now, okay? Thank you. So, and it is nothing against anybody, but I'm proud to say that. Like, I'm not, because everybody try to project that rush of getting actually married or even having a wedding, you know, like it's just some super milestone, even though it is. But I want to make sure both parties are okay before that happens, and I'm willing to wait until that happens, you know. But I ain't putting up with no shit as I wait, okay? I will wait in peace. But you're not going to come over here and disturb my peace with the shit that you believe I think I should do. See? They think you got to pay with your peace to go separate ways from them, to go travel down a different road than them. The family, yeah. Because I am family oriented no matter who I have, who I'm married to, not married to, or anything like that, okay? Even before I had a child. I'm family oriented. I believe in the unit. But I believe in the unit so much, I ain't about to let nobody fuck it up, whether they got my blood in them or not. Unless they my child who is getting their way. But whole ass adults, see? They keep comparing the adults to the child. And somebody even blaming it on the child because it's easier to blame it on the child. Because they know. They know they too old to be acting like that. Yeah, it says family-oriented, ancestry, happy time, togetherness. Yeah, spend time with your family, okay? On a family trip. Johnson's Family Vacation. That movie could be significant. Then we got creativity, okay? Yeah, like some of y'all weddings or have been or will be something people never seen before. And they gonna have something to say about that alone. I knew a person that, you know, we knew a mutual, is she a friend? I don't know. But anyway, we knew a mutual person, you know, and this person had a lot of kids, and she got married after her 9th kid or something like that. And it was her first boy in a long time. And, you know, I'm not telling y'all everything I know, but I've shared a little bit about that, you know, even confirmations within that type of setup. But, you know, at her wedding, you know, like, because it's her first wedding, you know, before she has her wedding, I hear her daughter tells me, you know, like, she's doing, like, she's rushing, doing all this stuff, like making plans or doing so much because she's just she's desperate to be married, like turning her lip up at her mama, you know. And, you know, while I thought some of that was true, you know, like, I didn't feel like it was nice, or it's more than not nice, but it's appropriate. I don't know. It wasn't good. You know, it wasn't good to feel like that towards your mom. And she's actually expressed to me and confided in me about some of the stuff her mom and her had been through. And I automatically, because I try to shy away from stuff like that because I know I have a deep rooted bias about how people treat their mothers because I don't have my mother. So I don't always want to jump to that place, but that place is safe, and to me it be the truth, you know. Like, people really don't treat their mothers well, and even if my mother was who she is, you know, like, I think I still will remain in respect, and I still will love her for who she is. Like, I love my father for who he is. Like, I love God for who I know God to be. You know, like, I know my child. I love my child. You know, I love anybody that is connected to me. And us, like, I don't doubt that. Okay, it's hard for me to take my love away once I give it. You know. And it could explain why a lot of people get attached to me like that, because it's hard for me to take it away. But it's easy for me to take it away if you continue to develop a pattern, okay? But, you know, I think it would have taken a long time for that, because even the time I did know my mom, you know, nothing has become a like, her behavior was never a pattern for me. Okay. I had to even learn that my mom wasn't all sweet, through someone else telling me about a fight of hers, like, because I would see her be so sweet and people would treat her mean or be mean to her. And I'm like, what are they seeing? Like, am I not seeing something? Am I just biased? Like, so, so when I heard her say that about her mom, like, although I saw the truth in some of that, I just didn't like the perspective. And then it's considering that you hold on to some of the experiences that you guys had to survive through together so much that, you told me about it, like, I didn't even know you then. I mean, well, I knew more of her then, but like, I didn't know of her or her mama then, and you tell me about this time. And so I consider that in people, and her mom has opened up to me about many things, especially when it came to her having her first son, and her relationship with the dad of her first son. So you even see that, like, during this time that I'm talking about, when this is happening, she had just had her last son. Or was it her last son? I don't know, but I don't speak to them that much anymore. But she's showing up in my dreams, and also visions. God gives me answers about her a lot, because I've developed a connection with this family, But I just take it as that, like, I know how to love people with feed people with a long handled spoon, love people from afar, and not want to hurt them, and not even want to see them hurt anyway. But people don't treat me the same way. I don't get that same treatment. But yeah. So, like, she would confide in me about, especially about her first son's dad. But yeah, so I was pointing out, like, like, even her confiding in me about that particular subject. And then we're here, at this part of the road. There's 7 kids, at least 7 kids. I can't remember the number at that time. It could have been even 10. I don't know. But, it's a lot of kids in between this, that happened. And all of them are girls. So even stuff like that. And the girl that said this, she was the oldest daughter. And so she was the oldest girl. So it just, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And, like, so that was a slide for me, for her, because I know, like I said already, but I also know what I've done, to make sure that she continues to develop despite whatever unfolds in her life. Like, she didn't go to school, like, she didn't finish school or anything like that. But when she was in school and I was in town, I would help her with her homework. And she actually told me how I say it makes it easier than what they teach her at school. So knowing this type of things, these insights about this family, makes me feel a certain type of way. As well, when they would say slick shit about each other, about me, like, or two other people in regards to me, like the same person. Like, I've taught her to drive, like, when she was hungry, I bought her and her kids something to eat when someone was helping me. And I didn't just bring them one meal. I brought them groceries. She didn't want to share with me. Another slide. Then I'm doing business with a friend of hers, and she makes a remark and says, like, I would have charged her more. But every time she goes out to eat with me, or every time she's with me and I eat, I don't believe in eating in people's face. I always bought her own. I didn't make her share with me or anything like that. Another slide. So, could you guess how it ended? And do you think I give a fuck about how she feels right now? I don't give a fuck. And she one of them other fucking fat bitches thinking because they fucking fat, they can beat a motherfucking ass because they was skinny. And when the last time when we got into it the last time, I was basically skinny. I was honestly scared for my motherfucking self. Trying to fight me for something that is not the truth. The last slide. And she didn't stop. She kept digging in, digging in, digging in. So I wasn't surprised when her mom didn't want to deal with her no more. I would try to even remain neutral because I understand what both of them have been through. And, you know, like I understood, like, from the perspective of how it looks like God placed y'all in each other's lives, y'all can help each other. Y'all understand some things that other people wouldn't understand about y'all relationship. Because I would agree with her if she came out right and said she felt like she had to grow up fast. She felt like she was always the babysitter, expected to babysit. Because that's exactly what it looked like. Nobody didn't have to say it to me. It goes without saying. But it wasn't that. It was a lot of other shit. It was a lot of other shit that her mom let her slide against. And she probably let her mom slide against a lot of shit. So I wasn't surprised when they didn't really want to deal with each other. But I would still try to remain hopeful in the situation. I even went as far as like would tell her, you know, when I feel like she's in a situation where she's not speaking up for herself. And both times it was revealed that people were using her or, you know, hurting her to get their way. First time it was her boyfriend. Then her brother finds out that the boyfriend was hitting on her. And then it ends up being, you know, her baby daddy's, who is now deceased, family. Intruding her space, taking over her space. And that's the only time I reported anything to her mom, or if you want to call it crossing boundaries or anything like that, because I really knew that mother in her would give no fucks about what had transpired between them before, because that's her baby at the end of the day. And I was still made the villain in all instances. And I still ended up being the one being used, being the one hurt the most, with the most damage. And all I was trying to do is keep a family together, even if I couldn't help with the resource. And then, not to mention, I would do all this to bring them together, and she would take the opportunity. So it wasn't all in vain. It did produce results, but I didn't benefit from them. I got hurt from those results. That's how people would do with friends, or, you know, people they claim they're not talking to within the family and you don't fuck with or something like that. But in reality, they really do be talking to them. Oh, it was a good idea, but I'm mad at you for telling my business. It's a good idea. I'm going to take that. How dare you? Like, because if you wouldn't take it, then you got a right to be mad. That's how serious you were. Or about it not getting back to them. But you weren't that serious, because it ain't that serious. And especially when it comes to a mother and her child who really loves them. And I'm not, like, I know I love my child probably a lot more than most. But I know I'm not the only one. I met some children. A lot of us were children. I grew up with some children who were raised by certain type of people who exhibited and given certain type of love, certain amount of love, in whatever capacity. Like, they not all perfect. They make mistakes and shit like that, and give them grace for that. But at the end of the day, they trying to fulfill their role and responsibility. And that's all I fucking care about. That's why I hate hoes. Because they do not want that responsibility. Yeah, and I said hate too. I didn't really want to say hate, but I do now. Might as well. Shit. If I gotta choose between, take care of my child and hoeing, I'll be like, man, I might as well take care of my child. I don't want to do that. You bitches have that choice and would choose the hoeing because it ain't in your heart, or it hasn't activated in your heart because you are born with that type of heart. How they say we carry our eggs while we are even in the womb. We're carrying our eggs, right? So it's like you have that type of ability, energy instilled in you already, figuratively then. You are already doing it. You are already carrying your child. You're doing it. Nobody had to tell you or nothing. It's an innate, the innate ability to love. I see that in a lot of people. Not enough, honestly, but I see it in a lot of people. But yeah, so yeah, because some people are just probably in that energy, like they want to know, what did I do wrong? Look at me. What did I do wrong? Please forgive me, baby, and come on home. Going down, going down, going down. Mary J. Blige, okay? I was just saying something I think about Mother Mary. Mother Mary is that might as well be energy, okay? But yeah, so work. See me da 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 la 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 da ma ta 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 ta. Drive me, I deserve to. You know you got me lurking. I bet that I didn't like this. You know that I didn't the nicest. You know what I did the righteous. No one to text me through the crisis. I got lost in the teen elevation. Hated them all in the mean elevation. You give my love and me the frustration. Give me my love and me the frustration. All I ever wanted to give you was to give you something that I never had, something that I never seen, something that I'll never be. Mm-hmm. Baby, wake up and nothing's wrong. Can you see how they work? See me da be da work. See me da be da 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 da. La 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 la. Da 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 da. The tables turn. Baby, don't you see? Baby, don't you leave. Leave me stuck out in the street. I did not really get a chance to. Oh, I'll never, no, never neglect you. Oh, who am I to hold your past against you? I hope that it gets to you. I hope that you see this through. I hope that you see this true. What can I say? See, I recognize I'm trying, baby. I say, work. See me, work. Da 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 da. You need to get down, and then come over. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got niggas trying to end me. I spilled all my emotions tonight. I'm sorry. Rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need a face to face. You can pick the time and the place. You spend some time away. Find out, get work. See me that work. Work by Brianna and Drake, okay? But yeah, it's giving me that. But a job, career change, duties, responsibility, able to respond. Responsibility means the ability to respond. I'm just saying that. People rather respond to the call of being a hoe than the call of being a parent, whether they're a man or a woman, or the call of being on drugs, succumbing to drugs, and not using it in moderation so that they can respond to being a parent. Step up when they're able to. All right. Abundance in reverse. Okay. Somebody also saying, you know, they will respond when they're able to. Financial gain, windfall, promotion, stability in reverse. So they trying to hold on to you and keep you in their energy because they were siphoning you like on that movie Tangled. Okay. Just what I want. Just what everything I need. Just what I need. And I want everything. Something like that. Something I want. Something I tell myself I need. Something I want. And I want everything. I think that's how it goes. Okay. That song had me doing the jitterbug. Dun, 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 the jitterbug. Wake me up before you go. Don't hang on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. Before you go dancing tonight. Yeah, so I hope that made sense. Teacher, I felt this energy of teacher in reverse though. Somebody is being a false teacher. Also, somebody was not really ordained when they did a wedding, so something is not valid or something like that. Officiating the wedding, second guessing in reverse. Yeah, like even the second guessing, it was like, you know, like this was a red flag to somebody, or somebody was hesitant at first on how things were gonna go. They knew they needed more info, unsure, change of mind, doubt. They knew this person was gonna change their mind probably as well. This person is messy, or they try to say you are messy, but you're actually clean. You are not in the wild life. You are not in the whole life. You decided to be a parent. Addictions. You didn't want to be addicted. Wow, I was just talking about unhealthy sex life. You didn't give in to lust. Okay, you didn't surround yourself around sex life. Like I was even talking about marriage. Why do we teach girls to aspire to marriage and we don't teach men the same thing? Yeah, because that respect. I did a reading about that. That's on Beyonce's Flawless. The girl is talking. I think her name is like Ngozi or something like that. But yeah, it's like, you know, I did a reading about like a thug persona not being needed. Okay, one can be blunt. One can be blunt, but must act with care, love. You know, stay in that love, bask in that love. Okay. But they also should be able to express themselves. A thug persona is not needing, expression is. Because they end up being passive aggressive. They end up holding that shit in. They end up suppressing that shit, letting shit fester and stuff. Create fucking ponds of fuck. I keep thinking about frogs and stuff. Frogs also represent prosperity. The goddess cat could be close to you as well. But ponds, I said lily pads earlier. Like I'm thinking about like how the algae or the algae or forms in the water. Alvin could be gay as well. Marvin Gaye could be one of your angels as well. Or there's an angel named Al. Okay, they were gay. The moon, yeah, is in reverse. Yeah, the secret's out. Keep it in the closet. Or somebody didn't even want to go to someone's wedding because they were gay. Okay, change in reverse. They wasn't gonna change. They knew something was happening. They knew somebody also, you know, knew someone's partner never was gonna change as well. They tried to warn someone as well. Mountain climb, yeah, it was gonna be difficult with them. It was gonna be challenges, delays, blocks, not an easy path. And sometimes God would, you know, send you in people's lives and on their path, and you know, these people end up inviting you to these major milestones like this, but God would allow you to go, or this connection to happen, so that you could bear witness. Okay, because sometimes things are not anointed or blessed unless we're here, because we're natural born saviors. Okay, the T. Okay, I just gave you the T. Shocking information revealed, gossip, rumors. Wow, yeah. So especially about somebody being gay or part of the LGBTQ community, it's going to be a shock to everybody, and it impacts a lot of things as well. Yeah, unresolved, unstable, undecided, unknown. Okay, it took a long time for somebody to decide on their true love as well. This person is here to give pure love as well. You know, deep passion, unbreakable bond, easy. And that's what I was saying about that in the first reading. You know, about them, you know, not wanting to let you go. You know, it got serious then as well. You know, it's like death do y'all part. You know. Marriage vows, I'll keep talking about that as well. Tiffany Evans and Sierra's song Promise Ring came out in the first reading as well. Yeah, so if y'all don't know, now you know. We come on here every day and sometimes more than once a day. I be trying to feed y'all breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not going to, run myself rugged to do it, but I don't mind doing it. Friends, oh friends, what about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down again? Oh, what about your friends? Are they gonna be low down? Will they ever be around? Yeah, or will they turn their backs on you? Oh, this is me. Here we go. Again, it be I'm a little too friendly, so to speak. Hypothetically say, I supply creativity to what others mistake as a form of self-hate, only to make an enemy, which results in a fortunate destiny. They dog me out, then be next to me just 'cause I am what some choose to envy. Every now and then, I get a little easy. I let a lot of people depend on me. I never thought they would ever deceive me. Don't you know when times got rough, I was standing on my own. I never let another get that close to me. See, I've grown a lot smarter now. Sometimes you'll have to choose and then you'll see. If your fan is true, they'll be there with you through the thick and thin. What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down again? What about your friends? Are they gonna be low down? Will they ever be around? I will turn the backs on yo. Oh, this is me. Here we go. Again, it be I'm a little too friendly, so to speak. Hypothetically say, I supply creativity to what others mistake as a form of self-hate, only to make an enemy, which results in unfortunate destiny. They dog me out, then be next to me just 'cause I am what some choose to envy. See? Just 'cause you envious. That's why you can't be away from them. Separated from them. Every time I see you, I get a bad vibe. I take a picture, my hands laying on your side. And it was hard to believe. Done that, you know you gotta leave. And when we were together, we never turned our backs on each other. And now that we're separated, we can't stand one another. Tell me why, when we are together, we never turn our backs on each other. Ooh, but now we're separated, we can't stand one another. You did me wrong. I know just what you did again. I'm so through with you. And dun 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 dun. Something like that. Avant separated, okay? But yeah, we got the friendship card, and I named Betty before I named Logan. And Logan is the main character. But Betty's energy just stink like hell, okay? It announced itself before she even come up in the room. And she over here, and I was thinking TLC, what about your friends? And she in there, she says, I let a lot of people depend on me. And Logan is that rich friend. She supplies everything, and people only want to spend time with her unless she's buying something for them, or paying her their way and stuff like that. So, but Logan end up, speaking up for herself, and that's how she got her name. Okay, a log. Okay, there's a log of something as well. There's also like someone's sign-in sheet, or there's records. They're saying like use something. Use it as court, and we got courtship here. use it as records in court or something like that. Even a ship, a relationship, like someone jumped the ship, as well. Somebody could have also drowned in water. I ain't gonna even lie, okay? Naya could be one of your angels. She's from the show Glee, okay? But yeah, courtship says time together, wooing, early stages, openness. Yeah, somebody really wants to spend time with the family or as a family, okay? And then we have communication in reverse. This is also giving me like they don't want, no disturbances as well. They want to be somewhere where they can't be disturbed, where there's no service as well. Someone could be going on a trip, to some place that feels opposite than what their normal hometown is, okay, where they're going the trip from. Okay, mature woman in reverse. Yeah, so this could also mean like a friend was, being immature at your wedding as well, or somebody's bringing up that, someone kept holding shit against you. Someone's name could start with a T, end with the A, okay, or A, end with the N, okay. I heard Aaron, N, okay. Sweet home. Yeah, somebody wants to stay home with you, but it says security, comfort, tribe, movement, environment. So they want to maybe even take you to somewhere cozy, as well. Witchy ways, or somebody was also even trying to do, magic on your home and shit like that, or they got mad because you moved out of their home. This could have also been a roommate situation as well. Wow. And then it's sadness in my hand in reverse. So they were sad, but they were disguising it with, it was wrapped up in madness, okay? Unhappiness, regret, heartbreak, pessimism. They thought you broke their heart. They were singing, unbreak my heart, say you love me again, undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life, uncry these tears, I cried so many nights, unbreak my heart. I wish you could hold me in your arms like a Spanish guitar, and we go on. Tony Braxton songs, okay. Break my heart and Spanish the guitar. Okay, someone could play the guitar. I need you right here because every time you fall, I can play with this kitty like you play with your guitar. Girls like you run around with guys like me. So now when I come through, I need a girl like you. At first sight, they thought you were love at first sight as well. And they've been doing this to you since you met them. Y'all probably only let these people slide once and they've still been attached to you. They like, well, I'm I'll have nothing if I don't have you. I was trying to sing that Whitney Houston song, but I was really thinking about that Jennifer Hudson song. I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best thing I ever known. There's no way I can ever go. No, there's no way. No way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I don't wanna be free. I'm staying. And you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. And I am telling you, I'm not going, even though the rough times are showing. There's just no way, there's no way. We're part of the same place. No, we're not. We're part of the same time. Stop lying. We both share the same blood. So what? We both say the same mind. You out of your mind. And time, you had so much time to see you. No way. I'm not waking up tomorrow morning and finding that there's nobody there. Darling, there's no way. No way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you, not living without you. I don't want to be free. Please don't go away from me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh, stay and hold me. Oh, stay and hold me. Oh, please stay and hold me. Mr. Man, try it, mister. Try it, mister. I know you can. I can't go on and be serious. I can't be serious, girl. I heard it, okay? Sometimes I don't hear it until I listen to it again. I heard it, okay? So I'm gonna stop, okay? Bitch, you giving us away, bitch. Shut up, okay? Shut up, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, y'all. Oh, so we got one-sided in reverse. Oh, they threw another card out, or I threw another card out. Breadcrumbing, unfair, unrequited love, unequal. They used to be like that. At first, it says at first sight. They used to be like that, okay? Sunny days, okay? Rainy days in reverse. They experience those rainy days. Gotta take the time out to wash away till the sun shining. You can see your own face. So smile at me. Haunted in reverse. Yeah, somebody needed deliverance from these demons, okay? Deep regret, suffering, sleepless nights, stress. So now they feeling it, okay? They feeling it. They going down. They wondering what they did, okay? And then now that they found, some of them found out what they did, they like deeply regret it. They can't sleep at night. The true gem in reverse. They fumbled. They fumbled the ball. I fumbled your heart. Trey Songz, okay? What's his name? See, I said T earlier, right? Like a movie. Yeah, they was even shocked. You know, like, you were just really too good to be true. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I did not know it actually said that. I was just looking at the movie thing and then fairy tale. So it actually says too good to be true. It says fairy tale, fantasy, and then too good to be true. So Lauryn Hill, those names and initial could be important as well. But yeah, like, they had to see themselves. They had to see their face as well. Disco ball, somebody you actually party with as well. You know, like, they thought, you know, it was all fun and games as well. You know, like, they didn't know you took something serious. Okay, prep period in reverse. And even them, they were testing you then when they took you out partying, especially the people you was dancing with. You know, y'all always dancing and shit like that, getting ready, adapting, putting in the work, okay, in reverse. Even making you work harder than you needed to. Sex life, ooh, yeah. Especially as a hoe, a prostitute. Wow. Damn. But somebody really want to have sex with you, really get you pregnant. Baby, want to get you pregnant. Lay your body down and get you. And that's going to be your karmic justice. We got justice here. Truth, the law, contracts, lessons, karmic justice. They're like, true, that's true. Preach. Meek Mill, okay, amen. Bad bitches in the building. Flirtation in reverse. Yeah, somebody was testing you a lot. Seduction, attraction, temptation, lure, charm, you know, like, and even this is probably why you let them slide so much if you did. Okay, beauty queen, you know, some of them or some of you let them slide because they were beautiful, you know, beautiful man or woman, adored, standing out, you know, like it was something you couldn't get enough of. Close that door, but it want more. I can get enough of you. Okay, I gotta go now. Superstar, face from the movie screen. Superstar, like the cover of the magazine. No matter what you do, you always be my superstar. You'll be my boo, baby. I'm number one fan of far. Superstar, baby boy, listen to me now. It's time and let me break it down. I reminisce on how we met, and this is something I will never forget. From the moment your lips said hi, it's like I pictured your name in life. And I took it to all your shows, and I'll be there in the front row. Superstar. You distracted me. But somebody also wants to take you to the movies, or wondering, do you want to go to the movies with them? Would you like to go to the movies with them? A little boy invited me to the park and didn't invite my son. Well, not like my son wasn't welcome, but like he didn't invite me. Like I'm used to inviting, like if kids do that, like they're inviting me so that my son could come. Like can y'all come to the park with us, or and stuff like that. He didn't. He invited me. I was like, something like that similar happened to me before, and I can't remember the actual situation right now, but maybe a kid is reaching out to me. I don't know, but they did it. And then I used to work with, when I used to read to kids and be a teacher's aide. I used to go to this class, so it was like separate things. Like, so during the day I was a teacher's aide, basically teacher helper. And then after school, we would read to the kids as part of a section of the after school program. And so this little boy, he, his name was Jaden. Okay. And he would he wasn't in my after school program, but some kids were like in my after school program and in the same class I was in. So I only saw him during the day. And then so he used to go home to his mama, talk to his mama about me. And then so one day his mama came, like she normally don't pick him up. She sends somebody else to pick him up. And she was like, I had to actually come, and today I wanted to come and pick him up. I wanted to know, who is this Missy Quilla? Because he always talks about you. So you Missy Quilla? And then he started looking all shy, and I never knew, because he wasn't even really talking that much. And I think he was one of the youngest in the class, if I'm not mistaken. But, he wasn't talking that much. So I was so surprised at that. So, yeah, so even that, to even get something to relate to you guys, people admire you, or you impact people, influence people more than you actually know. Okay, so thank y'all so much for y'all time today. Hope this message blessed y'all and y'all enjoyed it. Okay, and if anything you want in this reading to come true, whether it's good or bad, I hope it comes true for you and for you soon. And come back and visit me in the future. Subscribe, join this tribe, this kingdom of God. We're building here through tarot. Yes, through tarot. If you haven't already, and like the video by this time, okay, you made it all the way here, go ahead, please. And thank you in advance. All right. And may God bless you just for that. And OG God and Goddesses, I appreciate y'all continued support. Like, I really appreciate y'all coming back and visiting me. I feel you guys' energy, and especially when it comes to telling stories that I have to repeat. It's so funny, I didn't ever, honestly, I really never thought nobody would, listen, as well, and then they damn sure try to make it seem like it. So I appreciate you. If I don't tell you guys enough, I really do. And if I ever forget, just know that that's the foundation of how I feel about you guys. Okay, not just because you support me, but I really appreciate the energy or the effort you put towards supporting me. Okay, and and if you are new here and you just subscribe, really welcome. You'll love it here. You may not like everything I say, but you will love it here. Okay, because kindness starts here. Okay. And thank you, God and God's team, God and Goddesses in the heavenly realm, for y'all messages today. I hope I did y'all justice. Okay. Yeah, they wanted me to read what it says on the superstar card. It says, fame, attention, public recognition, spotlight, okay? And I was just taking the time out to do acknowledgement to you guys, okay? So never forget to thank those who's been there from the beginning, as well. And the TLC song came out, World About Your Friends, and they also say, you see, well, what she say? They say I act a little funny. I wouldn't change, not for no money. I'll be a friend as long as you're a friend to me. Yeah, yeah. Even though I might be easy, it don't give you no cause to see me. It's not the way that I want my friends to ever be. Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down again? Oh, what about your friends? Are they gonna be low down? Will they ever be around? Or will they turn their backs on you? Okay. Yeah, so even that is like, will they ever be around? It's like, will the actual thing that makes you call them a friend come around, show up for you as well? Because some people would be even trying to tease you in that manner, tease us in that manner. Is they ever gonna be around? Is they ever gonna come? Why are you worried about it so much? But yeah, so again, I hope this message blessed you and you enjoyed it. Kiss your kids for me. Kiss you, baby, through the phone. I kiss you through the phone. I see you later on. La da 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 again. Stop. Drop. Shut them down. Open up shop. Oh no. That's how Rough Riders roll. Bye, y'all. Have a great day or night whenever y'all watching this, okay? Hope to see you again soon. Again, I try to make an effort to come on here every single day with at least one message. Sometimes I do more than one, but at least one. You'll see me every day. I don't have a set time right now, but that's the best I can do. That's the best consistency I can give you right now, all right? So keep that in mind. And check out any videos I did mention here, especially if I mentioned them more than once, okay? They will have messages for you. Not might, they will, okay? God is bringing you the pieces, the answers you've been looking for, your prayers and stuff, your prophecies, your predictions to confirm that you are not crazy, all right? We don't get crazy. We natural born saviors. We be saving people without them knowing it, us knowing it, them knowing it, us knowing it too, all right? Naturally. And whatever you want, whatever you need, anything that you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally, 'cause I'm every woman. It's all in me. It's all in me. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. I can cast a spell with secrets you can't tell. Mix a smash a brew, but fire inside of you. When it comes to danger or fear, and it's the lead, I will appear. I'm every woman. It's all in me. I can reach the tops right now. Everyone from A to Z. Oh, 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 oh. I'm bragging, 'cause I'm the one. Just ask me, your will shall be done. Don't father trying to come back and find me. I got it, baby, home, home, home. Oh, 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 oh. I'm every woman. I'm every woman. I'm every woman. I'm every woman. Shaka Khan. I'm every woman. Shaka Khan. I'm every woman. My girl. Whitney Houston. All right. But yeah, so let me go, okay? Because I've been supposed to go. Motherfuckers are just fucking rude, okay? They think what they got to say is more important. What they want is more motherfucking important than what the fuck I'm doing. Minding my own motherfucking business in my motherfucking shit. And motherfuckers don't realize, just because a motherfucker see me don't mean that you can talk to me. Don't mean you even have a permission to talk to me. And doesn't mean you have to talk to me. Or I have to talk to you. Just because you see me and talk to me. I don't have to talk, right? Yeah. And I will deal with whatever comes from that. Trust me. It's better that way. But yeah, let me go, because I should have been went. And this motherfucker walked up. But yeah, so bye y'all. I love y'all. I love you, baby. Oh.